What's up, y'all? Capone Tony here, and welcome to another Ever Crisis video, y'all. So, in this video, I'm going to give you some tips, some tricks, maybe some strats, some team setups you could use for this upcoming guild battle. I've done the mocks already for each stage. I haven't optimized, to the best of my ability yet, but I kind of have a basic understanding of what to bring for these guild battles and what setups you could possibly use for them. So, I'm going to go to some teams right now. So, I think the most optimal setup is double DPS with Aerith having her Floral Wand OB6 and her Floral Wand OB6. And let me just kind of get this out of the way. Floral Wand OB6 is the GOAT weapon. It is the best weapon you can have for this guild battle, especially when it comes to like stages 3 through 5, where you're going to need that. You're going to need that Wind Imperil. Wind Imperil is just massively important for this guild battle if you want to score well. Because if you don't have good Wind Imperil, then you're going to have a hard time dealing damage when it comes to specific phases. He goes into this like rock phase or whatever, where he boosts his Wind Imperil and defense, physical defense. So it's just going to be tough dealing damage without Wind Imperil. And yeah, for me, my Aerith doesn't have OB6 of either of these weapons, but still, she's still usable, even at under OB6. It's just not gonna, it's just not the best, right? I would say if you have OB6 of both of these weapons, then double DPS is probably the way to go. If you do not have OB6 of those weapons, then this is probably more optimal, where you would use your best Wind DPS. For me, it's Tifa. For you, it could be Sephiroth, it could be Yuffie, it could be Zac with his new weapon, it could be Vincent with his wind weapon. A lot of options there when it comes to physical wind. But this setup here, I think a lot of people are going to be running this if you don't have this weapon at OB6. It is so important. Like I said, this is MVP of this freaking guild battle. And yeah. And there's only 2 Wind Imperil weapons in the game, and Aerith and Red 13 have them. So this is probably the setup I will be running the most, because Red 13 has Silver Collar, which can get wind resist up to high, even with just 1 copy. Very nice to have, and plus it does an AoE heal, so you kind of, he kind of covers multiple roles here. But for me, Red 13 would be more of a sub-wind DPS with Arrow Blow, since he does have that Materia slot. That gives him 30% boost because of his Silver Collar. So that's what I would do. Aerith, she can buff P attack with Floral Wand. You have to use it twice if you don't have it OB6. And this weapon, Red is kind of just helping her get that Wind Imperil up the high, especially during that phase where he boosts his Wind Imperil up 5 tiers, where you have to get it back down, right? But that's mainly, you only have to worry about that for like stages 3 through 5. Stages 1 through 2, you could probably get away with just having Aerith and a double DPS. But anyways, for Tifa, my Tifa is the same through all my builds. She's just rocking OB10 Motor Drive. She's rocking Emerald Claws. Just all P attack stat sticks. And then stuff like Mad Minute, very nice. Physical ability potency. Pulse Gun, boost attack, wind potency. And Ultimatic for the boost attack, physical ability potency. So she's at boosted P attack 7, boost wind potency 6, level 7 physical ability potency, physical ability mastery from the costume, P attack all ally weapons from Aerith and Red. So yeah, she's rocking 7,000 P attack. Pretty solid, right? And yeah, she's gonna be my main DPS. Like you said, you just gotta use what you have, right? And this is, I think, is the ideal setup when it comes to covering all the stages, especially when it comes to 3 through 5, because he boosts up his gauge too fast, I think, to kind of keep up with it in those later stages. So you pretty much have to bring extra Wind Imperil. If you are someone that's like completely shit out of luck, though, and you have 0 Wind Imperil weapons, you probably just have to go focusing on physical defense down and just doing damage with non-elemental, or just whatever your best physical damage dealers are. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do, right? Another alternative build though, if you don't have Aerith in Chimera Wand, you could use Matt. The cool thing about Matt here is he can boost physical attack up to high with Bramble Spine, and with his guild weapon, he can completely remove physical defense up, which is just really nice during that phase, where he rocks up or whatever, and his physical defense goes up 5 tiers. This is just really nice to have. He completely removes it with one swipe. So this is a great alternative build if you do not have Chimera Aerith. So yeah, Matt, Red 13, Tifa, or whoever your best win DPS is. But now I'll kind of get into this battle. I'll run the double win res down team. It kind of sucks I have to use Lucia's weapons for Tifa, but they're just good weapons when it comes to physical ability potency and win. So yeah, it is what it is. So I'll do this stage 1 mock, and I'll probably do like a stage 4 or 5 afterward, just to kind of give you an idea of how the battle goes. Like I said, I'm just kind of just running through this and figuring things out along the way, but I kind of have a general understanding of what is required for these battles. So I'm going to do Floral Wand debuff, and then we're going to buff that down. Tifa, let's just buff her up. And then now it's Chimera Wand buffing everybody. And now since we have 3 tiers down, we can start getting some swipes in. Get one more of these in. So you see, even you can see Red, he's doing like almost 200k. Tifa doing like almost 1.4 million, which is pretty solid. But just Materia, 200k, I think is nice. So now, yeah, we just got to make sure that that's the one thing about the dragon is he does a P attack down decrease to random characters, I feel. I'm not sure if it's random, but it feels like it. And there's not much you can do about that, unless there's some way to manipulate who he attacks and uses that debuff on. So let's just get in some more damage here. And just keep applying the buffs and the debuffs with Aerith. I'm not really having her DPS. Just trying to keep these buffs on as long as I can. Let's get rolling call back up. And yeah, you don't need to do defensive mode for stages 1 and 2. I don't think you'll have any problem surviving the battle with no healing. Alright. Keep applying these buffs. Oh, for Aerith, I gotta reapply Floral Wand for the defense down. So that's the thing. So you just kind of have to keep focusing on what buffs are active right now and which buffs you got to reapply. It's kind of a lot of micromanaging to keep up with. And what I would do here is to quit out around the 30-second mark. That's probably going to be your true score, because the mock, again, is not going to be accurate with the actual real battle. So I'm going to probably get in one more good hit here with Tifa, one more good hit with Red. Oh crap, Tifa's not at full attack, P attack up, so that kind of sucks. But either way, it's just a mock. So we're going to use all 3 limit breaks here. For Aerith, I brought this one just because she doesn't do enough to get... she doesn't use enough, I guess, whatever, to get a summon. So after you do all that, quit out. And this will kind of, you know, we're not really sure yet, but it might be accurate to what your actual real score will be when you do the real attempts. So for that, I did 56% for stage 1, new record. So whatever, I'm cool with that. And like I said, I'm still like kind of labbing this out and trying to figure out like the optimal way to do these battles. So yeah, this is just kind of me just winging it along the way, right? So I'll do a stage 5 just to see how this goes. I'll just try to make sure everyone doesn't die. The cool thing about this dragon is he doesn't really do any super deadly physical attacks to you like the other guild battle did. You had to like really keep healing up. This one you probably just have to heal up a couple times, and that's really it. So the same thing again, just keep applying these debuffs, keep applying the buffs. Get this spiritual harmony up. Then we'll start doing some damage with red. Attack stance is up. So we gotta get spiritual harmony up again. So yeah, just a lot of back and forth here. Oh, Tifa's P attack went down. That sucks. See, it really sucks when he does it to the physical attacker. Okay, it went away though. Oh, she actually used her one buff. Alright, we're gonna get some heals in. Alright, Floral Wand. Oh, okay, cool. So for the rock armor, this is the phase where you gotta get that thing down, see, because you're going to be doing 1 damage with any wind attack unless you get these wind imperil down. This is why OB6 Floral Wand is just so amazing for this battle. So we're going to do just nothing but debuffing here with these two. And then we'll start getting in some attacks. Alright, now we're good to go. So he's about to get off a rock dive. For red, honestly, I wish he would have healed up here. Nope. Hope he doesn't die. Okay, he didn't die. Almost did. So yeah, like I said, you don't have to be super like aggressive with healing, but you still want to not screw up badly, or you lose a character in the battle and you lose out on a lot of DPS. Damn, he's really got a hate boner for red. Alright, let's heal up again. Keep applying these buffs, keep applying the debuffs. This is definitely not optimal at all, but... Actually, wait. His rock armor is about to be... Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't use that ATB there. Alright, now let's go into the debuffing again. We're approaching the 30 seconds. Alright, I'm going to get one more Floral Wand hit in, and then one more Tifa's attacks. And then we're going to go triple summon, and that should be close to our real score. It might be 25, 20 seconds. We don't really know yet, but I'm playing it safe and quitting at 30 seconds-ish. Always want to save your summons for the very end. And we'll call it quit there. Like I said, a very rough run, but you kind of get the idea, right? Wind Imperil is just so important for these battles if you want to score really good. So a 5.55, definitely not my best run. I think I've gotten close to 6% for my best run, but you kind of get the idea. So OB6 Chimera Wand, obviously the best thing you could possibly bring for this. I mean, not Chimera Wand, but the Floral Wand. Absolutely GOAT tier for this fight. But if you don't have that, then Silver Collar is nice to have because you'll still be able to, have a viable setup. Especially if you have Mets, Guild Weapon 2. If you don't have Chimera Wand, a bunch of different options you can go here. But these three, I think, are the ones I recommend the most. Yeah, until further notice, unless there's some strats I don't know about, I could do an update video. But for now, I think I kind of have an idea of what to do for this fight. And yeah, if y'all found this video helpful, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Later.